Yes, sir.
I can select them while in the door.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
New construction options.
Reporting. At
Building.
one. Yes, sir.
Unable to
Affirmative.
comply. Building in
Waiting
progress.
orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unable to comply.
Acknowledged.
Building in
At
progress.
one.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building. Unable
Affirmative.
to comply. Building in progress.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes,
It sucks.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Cannot deploy here. New construction options.
Vehicle affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Agreed. Affirmative. Reporting.
Training. Unit ready.
Waiting order. Agreed. At
Training.
once. Waiting order. Knowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course. Very well.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Knowledge.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle knowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Waiting knowledge.
Training.
Affirmative. Knowledge.
Building. Unit ready.
Ready and waiting.
Training.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting order.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Agreed.
ready. Training. On hold.
Yes,
Cancel.
sir. Very well.
Training. On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Reporting.
Unable to
Affirmative.
comply.
Acknowledged.
Building
Affirmative.
in progress. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative. Waiting
complete.
orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course.
Unit
Very
ready.
well. Very well. Agreed.
Building.
Of course. Yes, sir.
Unit
Agreed.
lost.
Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. At once.
Unable to comply. Building
Yes,
in
sir.
progress.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Waiting
Building.
order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Vehicle acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable
Affirmative.
to comply. Building in
Acknowledged.
progress.
Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Oh, I said
Affirmative. Yes,
move.
sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
I'm just putting out tanks now.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yeah, I'm fucking up here.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Cannot deploy here.
Awaiting acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Ready and
Unit
ready. Yes,
ready.
sir. Affirmative.
Prepare.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
I should have just built medium tanks from the start.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Ugh.
Structure sold.
It sucked.
Structure sold. Unit lost. Mission failed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle
Cannot
reporting.
deploy
Awaiting
here.
order. Affirmative.
New construction options.
Acknowledged. Agreed.
Building.
At one. Agreed.
Unable to
Vehicle
comply.
affirmative.
Building in progress.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply.
Affirmative.
Building in progress. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. New construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Ready and waiting.
Building.
Agreed.
Training.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. 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 Awaiting affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting
Unit
order.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. New construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Awaiting orders. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Agreed. Of course. Agreed. At once. Of course. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Agreed.
Training.
Acknowledged. Very
Yes,
well.
sir. Unit
Agreed.
ready.
Awaiting
Training.
orders. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Very well. Waiting order.
Unit
Agreed.
ready.
Very well. Reporting.
Training.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Of course. Yes, sir. Very
Training.
well. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Reporting. Of course.
Training.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Waiting. Yes, sir.
Training.
Awaiting order. Ready and
Unit
waiting.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Very well.
ready.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Training.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Agreed.
I was slow on building my war factory because I was too busy microing that.
Yes, sir.
And the guy keeps beating me at.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well. At once. Ready and very well. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Hey, he's already got a tank out. Fuck.
Training. Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir. Agreed. At once.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes,
Unit
sir. Very
ready.
well. Very well. Yes, sir. Ready, yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Very yes, sir. Affirmative.
New construction
Ready and
options. Building.
Yes, sir. At once.
Unable to comply. Building in
Waiting
progress.
order. Very well. Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Agreed. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Reporting. Agreed. Reporting.
Prepared.
Yes, sir. At once. Acknowledged. Agreed.
Waiting
Waiting order.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Ready and waiting.
Building.
Reporting. Well. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
lost.
Ready and
Unit
waiting.
lost.
Yes, sir. At once.
Low power.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Prepared.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Vehicle
Building.
reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Of course, sir. Very well. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Training.
Very well. Affirmative. At once.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Very affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Agreed. Very well.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative.
Training. On hold. Cancel.
Reporting.
Training.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
This sucks. All because I didn't build a unit
Training.
factory fast enough.
Unit ready.
Very well. Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Of course. Very well. Yes, sir.
New construction options. Building. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Structure sold. Structure.
Stop losing those first fights.
Unit lost. Mission accomplished.
I understand how I'm losing them.
Ready and waiting. Awaiting orders.
Cannot
Affirmative.
deploy here.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
New
Yes,
construction
sir.
options.
Agreed.
Building.
Very well. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New
Reporting.
construction options.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Building. Unable to
Affirmative.
comply.
Yes, sir.
Building in progress.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. New
Yes, sir.
construction options.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Vehicle reported.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Construction
Waiting
complete.
order at once.
Unit
Of course.
ready. Training. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Very well.
Training.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Awaiting
Training.
acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes,
Construction
sir.
complete.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Training.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Yes, sir. Awaiting affirmative.
New
Awaiting
construction
order. Affirmative. Sir.
options.
Affirmative.
Building.
Very agree.
Unable to comply.
Vehicle
Building in
reporting.
progress.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Vehicle
New
reporting.
construction.
Oh, it's this
Yes,
map.
sir. At once.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New
Reporting.
construction options.
Affirmative.
Building. Unable to comply. Building in
Acknowledged.
progress.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
training.
Acknowledged. Ready and very well.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes,
Construction
sir.
complete.
Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Of course. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Preparing. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
New construction
Affirmative.
options.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Of course. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to
Affirmative.
comply. Building in progress.
Affirmative.
Low power.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. All base is
Acknowledged.
under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Reporting.
Insufficient
Reporting.
funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Affirmative.
Construction
Awaiting
complete.
orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Unable to comply. Building in
Yes,
progress.
sir. Affirmative.
On hold.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction
Yeah,
complete.
lost
Vehicle
fucking
acknowledged.
bridges.
Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Vehicle yes, acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders.
Ugh.
Ready and agreed. Reporting orders. Affirmative. Agreed.
Our base is under attack.
At once. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course, yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Why don't I have more cash?
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ugh.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
Vehicle
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Ugh.
Structure sold. Structure sold.
He just had more cash than me. I guess I didn't micro my harvesters better. Good enough.
Structure sold. Structure sold. Unit lost. Mission failed.
Ugh. Yeah, you could build 3 or 4 more tanks than me. God. I also spent a lot on, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess he spent nothing on him. Just give me money, game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New
Yes, sir.
construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unable to
Acknowledged.
comply.
At once.
Building
Agreed.
in progress.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unable
Yes, sir.
to comply.
Affirmative.
Building in
Yes,
progress.
sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Reporting. Very
Training.
well.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Very well. Reporting. Very well. Vehicle affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy
Yes,
here.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
New construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unable to comply.
Acknowledged.
Building in progress.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Reporting. At once. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos needed. Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Training.
Reporting. At once.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unable to comply.
Awaiting orders.
Building in
Acknowledged.
progress.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. Agreed. Reporting.
Unit ready. On hold.
Affirmative.
Cancel.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Oh my god, he's got so many light tanks
Vehicle
already.
reporting.
Building. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Fucking... How am I so slow?
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Affirmative.
Building. On hold. Cancel.
Yes, sir.
Like, I'm actually overwhelmed already.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Training.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Just kill me
Construction
right now.
complete. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course.
Training. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting order.
Unable to
Acknowledged.
comply. Building in
Acknowledged.
progress.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Awaiting
Building.
orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes,
On
sir.
hold.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Got 2 refineries down and I'm still struggling to get 1 down.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, my economy's fucked.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unable to
Acknowledged.
comply. Building in
Affirmative.
progress. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yeah, my economy's stalled out, god damn it.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction
Vehicle
complete.
reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative.
Cannot deploy
Yes, sir.
here.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Prepared.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Lost.
Yeah, my economy just stalled out. God damn it.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative.
Training.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Knowledge.
Training.
Reporting. Of course.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative. Knowledge.
Training.
Knowledge. Knowledge.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Vehicle affirmative.
Order.
Knowledge. Reporting.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
At once. Of course. Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Knowledge.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Waiting or knowledge. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Knowledge.
This
Yes,
is a
sir.
frustrating loss.
Waiting order. Acknowledge.
Just stalled my own economy out.
Lost. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
New
Affirmative.
construction
Acknowledge.
options.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Knowledge. Acknowledge.
Yeah, fuck.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting. Engineering.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Mission accomplished.
I just, like, that one, I just stalled my own economy out. There was a good, like, 2 minutes where I wasn't producing anything.
Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle. Yes, sir.
Cannot
Affirmative. Yes,
deploy
sir.
here. New construction
Reporting.
options.
Vehicle. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Unable
Vehicle.
to comply.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building in progress.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction
Reporting.
options.
Very well. At once.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply.
Affirmative.
Building in progress.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir. At
Training.
once. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Agreed.
Training.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. At
Unit
once.
ready.
Reporting. Yes, sir. At once. Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. At reporting. Vehicle affirmative. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
He knows where my base is. I hate this.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Yes,
Training.
sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Slow in the war factory again.
Training.
Very well.
Building. Unit ready.
No.
Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
It's killing all my.
Reporting. Very yes, well. Sir. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Of course. At very yes, well. Sir. Of course. Agreed.
Our base
Yes,
is
sir.
under attack. Training.
Affirmative. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was late on my war factory too. He's just gonna keep harassing because I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna lose the game.
Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Yeah.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Training. Unit
Vehicle.
ready.
Acknowledge.
Training.
Reporting.
Unit
Reporting. Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledge. Waiting orders.
It's a terrible way to lose.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At
Unit
once.
ready.
Vehicle. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Simply just won't have enough units out on the field.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Of course.
Building.
Very well. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
Yeah.
lost.
Very well. Affirmative. At once. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Construction sold. Unit lost.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Mission failed.
I'm just losing this first fight every time. I need to learn now how these maps work. No, the reason you shoot the harvester is because it destroys the ore underneath.
Waiting affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
New construction
Reporting.
options.
Reporting.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Very
What
well.
map is this?
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
New
Affirmative. Yes,
construction
sir.
options. Building.
Awaiting
Unable
orders.
to comply.
Affirmative.
Building in progress.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Like I
Agreed.
don't know where they spawn.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Reporting.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Reporting.
Training.
At once. Yes, sir.
Unit
I
ready.
think it's in this corner.
Reporting. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. New construction
Reporting.
options.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged.
New construction options. Building. On hold.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledge.
Cancel.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Ready and waiting. At once.
Building. Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Doesn't even build a barracks, that's why.
Affirmative. Reporting. Awaiting orders. Very well. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Very
Building.
well. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Ready and affirmative. At once. Very, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
At once.
ready.
Very well. Reporting.
Building.
Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Knowledge.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. 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 Reporting.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Low
Waiting
power.
orders.
Building. Unable
Waiting
to
order.
comply. Building in progress.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Medic reporting. Acknowledged. Yes,
Why did I
sir.
build a medic? Fuck.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
At once.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Out. Affirmative. Out. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unable to comply.
At
Building
once.
in progress.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
I don't know why I built medics.
Unit ready. Building.
That's expensive too. Holy fuck.
Reporting.
Training.
Affirmative.
Oh, why do I have these in?
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Reading orders. Very well.
Unit
Oh, I fucked myself over by building medics.
Affirmative. At
Awesome.
primary building selected.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. At very well. Affirmative. At yes, once. Sir. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Very well. At once. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir. At once.
Lost.
Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Do I need to move?
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge.
Ah, did I just...
On
My
hold.
economy sucks.
Cancel. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
What am I doing wrong with my economy?
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Medic reporting. Moving out. Medic reporting.
Yeah, no, I am pressing the hotkey for the medics, but... What? Built another No, that came from the...
Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Medic moving out.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Lost.
Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Training.
Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, I fucked myself over building medics.
Structure sold. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Mission failed.
I don't know why I was building medics. And he had like, look how much more resources he had than me. What is he doing that? He's going light tanks first and still has more resources than me. No, I've literally just lost this guy 10 times in a row. I'm trying to understand. He doesn't even go ore harvester first.
Reporting. Affirmative. Via affirmative order. Yes, sir.
New
Reporting.
construction options.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unable to comply.
Reporting.
Building in
Agreed.
progress.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. On hold. Cancel.
Waiting orders.
Building. Unable to
Affirmative.
comply.
Affirmative.
Building in progress.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Losing these
Affirmative.
fights.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Fuck.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. New
Yes, sir.
construction
Affirmative.
options.
Vehicle
Building.
affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit lost. Construction complete. New construction options.
Ready and affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Of course. Yes, sir.
Low
Yes, sir.
power. Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Training.
At once. Very well. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit
Very well.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Training.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very
Unit
well.
ready. Training.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Of course. Reporting. Reporting. Yes, sir. Very well. Of course. Yes, sir. Waiting yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir.
On hold.
He's probably got his war factory out because that's all he does. Rocket soldiers don't do shit.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yeah, he probably already got his war factory down and I don't have shit to counter it.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Very well. Reporting.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yep. There it is.
On hold. Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Training.
Yes, sir. Of course. Very
On
well.
hold. Cancel.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Building.
Very well.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Agreed. At once.
Ugh.
Training. On hold.
Very well.
Training.
Reporting. Of course. Affirmative. Reporting.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Agreed.
Unit
At once.
ready.
At once.
Training.
At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Very well. Ready and very well. Affirmative.
Building. Low power. On hold. Cancel. Building. Training.
Waiting orders.
Structure sold.
I'm losing that first fight against this guy every time and it
Structure sold. Unit lost. Mission failed.
yeah, I've lost against that guy literally 10 times in a row now. Up to oh, medium tanks should beat this, but
Yes,
Awaiting
sir.
orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New
Knowledge.
construction options. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unable to
Agreed.
comply. Building in progress.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply.
Yeah, so he gets
Building
more
in
light tanks
progress.
out because he just doesn't build a barracks.
Unable to comply. Building in
Waiting
progress.
order. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
New construction
Yes, sir.
options.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
orders. Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Knowledge.
Building.
Yes, sir. Knowledge.
On hold.
Waiting
Okay, I
order.
understand how he does it now.
Building. Unable
Waiting
to
order.
comply.
Affirmative.
Building in progress.
Yes, sir.
On hold. Cancel.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Knowledge.
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Awaiting order. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Knowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Sir.
ready.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Building.
Vehicle. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Building. Unable
Yes,
to
sir. No,
comply.
affirmative.
Building in progress. On hold.
Vehicle. Affirmative.
Training.
Waiting order. No,
Cancel.
affirmative. Affirmative. No, affirmative.
Unit
No,
ready.
affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Order. No, yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Vehicle. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Prepare.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction
Waiting order.
complete.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge.
Oh my god.
Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Knowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge. Yes,
ready.
sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Finally beat him at his own game.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, match against him again. Oh my god. It's because he doesn't build the barracks, so I should be able to rush the power plant to force him to be behind, and if I keep my timings correctly. That's why he's always got more units, is because he just dumps everything into light vehicles, light tanks, that's it.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle waiting orders. Yes,
New
sir.
construction
Acknowledged.
options. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unable to comply.
Acknowledged.
Building in progress.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose the tank fight now.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
God damn it.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
My inability to win this tank fight.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit lost. New construction
Awaiting
options.
orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Agreed.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Training.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
It's gonna have a war factory here shortly, and I'm gonna have nothing I can do about it.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Of course. Yes, sir.
Low
Of course.
power.
Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Oh, he got my
Affirmative.
power plant
Yes, sir.
too. God damn
Very
it.
well. Reporting. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once.
Structure sold.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Very well. Affirmative.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. On hold.
Reporting.
Cancel.
At once.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit lost. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building in progress.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Oh, he quit.
Mission
Oh.
accomplished.
Okay, his strategy is also weak to if I can distract his tanks, then I can get some riflemen on top of his power plant. Assuming this is the same guy.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New
Awaiting
construction
orders.
options.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction
Awaiting
complete.
orders. Very
New
well.
construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction
sir.
options.
I'm assuming it's the same guy.
Unable to comply. Building in
Affirmative.
progress.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
And but if I lose this tank fight, which I seem to do all the fucking time.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Ready and waiting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready
Unit
and waiting.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Of course. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
That was really bad for me. Fuck.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Very well.
New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir. Well. Awaiting
Like
order.
actually really bad.
Acknowledged, sir. Agreed. Very well.
Construction complete.
Reporting at once. Yes, sir. Awaiting order. Very well.
Those fought on top of this ore here.
Building. Unit lost.
Reporting.
God damn it.
On
It's,
hold. Cancel. Building. On hold.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I tank spam.
Very well. Ready and waiting. Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Price.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Vehicle. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
And we're fighting on my ore field, so I'm gonna lose a lot more than my.
Yes,
Oh.
sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Vehicle. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Reporting. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Awaiting order.
Building.
At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yeah, I've lost a fuck ton.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply.
Reporting.
Building in
No.
progress. Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Oh my god, they still have more light tanks coming.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Structure sold.
Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unable to
Affirmative.
comply.
Affirmative.
Building in progress. Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
This has more economy than me.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Structure sold.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Awaiting order. No. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Vehicle
Unit
acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Oh, what?
On hold.
Reporting. Vehicle
Cancel.
reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Built an artillery piece.
Comply.
Affirmative.
Building in
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
progress. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Vehicle. Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Acknowledged,
Agreed.
sir.
Of course. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Of
lost.
course. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle. Reporting. Waiting orders.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
order. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Of course. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Very well.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Structure sold. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Awaiting order. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
Oh my god, he's got more tanks. God damn it.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Reporting. Knowledge.
I'm out of money. I don't have anything to harvest.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
It's my only harvester, isn't it?
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
All because I lost the first goddamn tank engagement.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Structure sold.
Yeah, okay.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. 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 Knowledge. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Agreed. Very agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Yes,
Unit
sir.
lost.
Reporting.
Structure Unit lost. Mission accomplished.
I killed so many light tanks. He killed... I guess he killed all my infantry. You had 24k resources? Seems really good at using his light tank to like cause a stop at one of my units, so...
Reporting.
Okay.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Reconstruction
Acknowledged.
options. Building.
Reporting. At
Unable
agreed.
to comply. Building in progress.
Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete. New construction
sir.
options.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
New construction
Affirmative.
options.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Don't
ready.
understand why I'm always losing this.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Training.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Vehicle affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Very well. Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Reporting.
Building.
Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
At once. Vehicle
Training.
affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Fucked it up.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
orders. At one. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Ugh.
Acknowledged. Reporting. At one. Of course. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
No, drive over it.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Ready. Agreed. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At one. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. At one. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Of course. Very well. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At one. Of course.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit ready.
Of course. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Training.
Very
Unit
well. Yes, sir.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Very well. Of course.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Very
Unit
well.
ready.
Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
well.
sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Agreed. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Awaiting orders. Very agreed. Reporting. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well.
Prepare. Training.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Construction
Agreed.
complete. Cannot deploy here. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Agreed.
Building. Low
Very affirmative.
power.
Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Of course. Yes, sir. At one. Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative. At one. Very affirmative. Yes, sir. At one. Affirmative. Of course.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
At one. Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting order. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I try using alt. I just always misclick. I just gotta get to his power plant. But on like a larger map, you can just ignore infantry. You can just go all in on light vehicles. Or smaller maps, I can at least push with my rifles onto his.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
New
Affirmative.
construction options.
Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Very well. Vehicle reporting.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Vehicle
Construction
reporting.
complete.
Affirmative.
New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Training. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready.
Vehicle
Training.
reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Yes, sir.
Training.
Reporting. Ready
Unit
and waiting.
ready.
Agreed. Vehicle
Training.
affirmative.
What? This is must not be him. It must be a different guy.
Ready.
Awaiting orders.
Training.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yeah, fucked with the tank fight again.
Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Knowledge.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Agreed.
Affirmative. Very well. Of course.
Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Knowledge. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit
At once.
lost.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit
At
lost.
once. Ready and waiting. Reporting. Agreed. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. At once. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Agreed. Ready and waiting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Wait, this isn't the same guy.
Cancel. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Very well. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Very well.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Low power.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle
Didn't.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Rip.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Ready and waiting.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Agreed. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Cost myself a tank doing
Affirmative.
that.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds.
Very well. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Ugh.
Building.
Report.
Unit lost.
Agreed. Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Report. Affirmative. Of course. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
At once.
Building.
Fuck.
Low power.
Waiting orders. Agreed.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir.
Yeah, fuck.
At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Nice.
Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Agreed.
complete.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Preparing.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Of course. Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed. Of course. At once. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Reporting. Affirmative.
Preparing.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oh, do you sell? Might be not be.
Ready and waiting. At once.
Might not be hopeless.
On hold. Cancel. Silos needed.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Oh, what the fuck, guys?
Awaiting
Oh my
acknowledged.
god, no.
Affirmative.
Unit
Pathfinding,
ready.
please.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
He sold everything for that push.
Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirm acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirm acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirm acknowledged. Affirm acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Very well. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Vehicle. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Awaiting affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes,
Very
sir.
well.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I'm gonna barely lose this, aren't I?
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Yes,
Tanks.
sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough tanks, am I?
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Yeah, I
Affirmative.
got fucked.
Reporting. Affirmative. Of course. Agreed.
Waiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit
Ready
lost.
and waiting. Very well. At once.
Silos needed.
Reporting. Very well. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
Agreed.
lost.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Yeah.
Unit lost.
Oh, you did, Rickpa? How'd that? Did I lose that one horribly too?
Structure sold. Unit
Oh, was I
lost.
not producing units and I had cash?
Unit lost. Mission
Oh, I'm a
failed.
dumbass. I am from Edmonton. Who is legendary dynamic anyway? The seal bleed? Affirmative. Yes, acknowledged. Are you from Edmonton, Rickabo? Or is the guy was facing? How come you've never heard of me from the Twitch community? I mean, are you in? I mean, the meetups. Wait, hold on. Rockabell, are you an Edmontonian? Yes or no? Oh yes, okay. Yeah, I've went to a few of the meetups.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Last year.
Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
If you're talking about the Edmonton Twitch community.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Gosh.
Affirmative.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Awaiting orders.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
New construction options. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
New construction
Affirmative.
options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed.
Training. Unit
sir.
ready.
Very affirmative.
Training.
Awaiting orders.
But yeah, I don't know why you haven't heard of me.
Affirmative.
Definitely in and around the
Affirmative.
Discord.
Agreed. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting at once. Reporting.
Did blow the bridge. Why would you blow the bridge? That's like disadvantage. That's like
Yes, sir.
shooting yourself in
Very
the foot.
well. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Right, I'll
Yes,
take
sir.
it.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. New construction
sir.
options.
Affirmative. Knowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Vehicle. Affirmative.
Mostly Bex never told me about you. Oh.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, I only went to like 3 of them or so.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
In that upcoming event, I'm like one of the Ultra VIPs or whatever.
Acknowledged.
Or at least I won an Ultra VIP ticket.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
That's cool though that you're also from Edmonton. What part of the city are you in?
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Reporting. Very well.
Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Knowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Vehicle
Building.
reporting.
Druid Park? Cool. I'm in like White Avenue, Strathcona area.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Waiting
complete.
order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
I don't know why he didn't bring his other. He didn't bring any of his tanks to fight me. LRT at 83rd Street. Yeah. Yeah. Are you on that project? How is it going? LRT is always a controversial topic. That's the fuck up. Great. Good to hear. It's gonna take, what, years of delays to figure out? Pretty much, yeah. Sounds like every LRT project around here. Is it just like poor management in your opinion? If you would care to even... I mean, you don't have to answer that question. Just like lack of understanding of what it actually takes to accomplish. Well, part of it's the government kind of stopped, sorry, the provincial government kind of ended a lot of funding sources.
Affirmative.
That's part of it too.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Very well. Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete. New
Ready and
construction
waiting. Very
options.
well. Yes, sir.
Building. Unable to comply.
Affirmative.
Building in progress. Construction complete.
Oh yeah, I can imagine with
Building.
yeah, okay. Even with COVID, it's just not going to go anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Training.
Agreed. Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. On hold. Cancel.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes,
Unable
sir.
to comply.
Yes,
Building
sir.
in progress.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Very well.
Unable
Yes,
to
sir.
comply. Building
Yes, sir.
in progress.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir. No. Affirmative. Waiting order. No. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledge.
New construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Training.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Reporting.
Unit
Ready and
ready.
waiting.
Training.
Yes, sir. At
Unit
once.
ready.
Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. New construction options. Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Reporting. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Very well. Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Knowledge.
Acknowledged. Affirm at once.
Construction complete. Unit
Already have the
lost.
second power plant. Okay.
Cancel. Unit lost. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Primary
Very
building
well.
selected.
At
Unit
affirmative.
ready.
Agreed. Very
Building.
well. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Unit
At
lost.
affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledge.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Reporting. Knowledge. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative.
Agreed.
Very well.
Unit ready.
At once. Affirmative.
Building.
Agreed. Very well. Of course. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Awaiting orders.
sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Acknowledged. Ready and
Unit
waiting.
ready.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Cancel. Training. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Awaiting yes, orders. Sir. Agreed. Very well.
Unit
At
lost.
of course. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. At one. Waiting orders.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Of course.
Insufficient funds.
Waiting orders.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Have a good one, Rack.
Unit lost.
Thanks for stopping by.
Awaiting order. Acknowledge. Yes,
ready.
sir. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Good luck on the train.
Very well.
And thank you for building it.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Vehicle.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Awaiting.
Mission accomplished.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Okay. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. I wonder if I can put in a voice mod pack with like my own voice on these units. I should be able to
Yes,
do
sir.
that.
Reporting.
Vehicle.
New
Reporting.
construction.
Affirmative.
That'd be pretty
options.
hilarious, actually.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unable to comply.
Yes, sir.
Building
Very
in
well.
progress.
Reporting.
Construction complete. New construction options.
How do you move your while attacking? Oh, I'll explain that in a second.
Construction complete.
Once I get my
New
shit moving
construction
forward.
options. Training.
Tanks take less damage from other tanks when they're moving.
Unit
So if your
ready.
tanks aren't moving,
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
notice that where all our tanks are moving.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Fucking awful at it.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
order. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Reporting.
Training.
Agreed. Awaiting orders. Reporting.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Reporting. Acknowledge.
Construction
Very
complete.
well.
Cannot deploy here. New construction
Vehicle
options.
reporting. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Vehicle. Reporting. Now affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle waiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle. Reporting. Knowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Awaiting
Acknowledge.
affirmative.
Reporting. Knowledge.
Training.
Reporting.
Unit
Now
ready.
affirmative.
Ah, I keep losing this tank fight. God damn
Unit
it.
ready.
Of course. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Training.
Agreed. Agreed.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Maybe I can snipe his.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Of course.
Unit lost.
Awaiting order. Very
fucking not noticing. Oh my god, you stupid rocket trooper, you're awful.
Agreed.
You should feel bad.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course.
Base is under attack. Construction complete.
Crash.
Cannot deploy here. Low
Yes, sir.
power.
Waiting order. Of course.
New
Ready and
construction
waiting. Yes,
options.
sir. Of course.
How did I not see that?
Very well. Yes, sir.
Unable to
Of
comply.
course. Yes, sir.
Building in progress.
Yes, sir. Very well. Awaiting order.
Construction complete. On hold.
Yes,
Cancel.
sir. At once.
Building.
Yes,
Training.
sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders.
Training. Unit ready. Construction complete. Training. Unit ready.
Of course, sir.
They're able to
Yes,
comply.
sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Of course. Yes, sir.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
That agreed.
Ugh, wow, I'm bad at this game.
Agreed.
Fuck.
Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Spent too long fucking around, not building enough units.
Construction sold. Unit lost. Mission failed.
But yeah, Ryan, so your tanks will take less damage when they're moving. So what you need to do, shoot and then move, shoot then move, or shoot while queuing up the move order so they can shoot while they're moving. And I've gone from like rank 50 to 90 today.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting.
Construction
Affirmative.
options.
Reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Very well. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction
Vehicle
complete.
reporting.
New
Let's try the
construction
famous light
options.
tank rush that I was
Building.
struggling against
Unable
earlier.
to comply. Building in progress.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Very well. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete. Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir.
New construction
Affirmative.
options. Building.
Ready and waiting. Of course. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. New construction options. Building.
Vehicle affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply. Building in
Acknowledged.
progress. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Cannot deploy here.
Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
I should be fighting on Azor with my light tanks.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
That's a lot of light tanks in that build. No wonder he uses that build.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting
Cannot
order.
deploy
Awaiting
here.
order. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
New construction
Vehicle reporting.
options.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Very well.
Unable
Agreed.
to comply.
Affirmative.
Oh, it's
Building in
this map.
progress.
Shit.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unable
Yes,
to
sir.
comply. Building in progress.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
White tank rush is
Yes, sir.
basically my only play.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir.
Very well.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. At once. Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. At once.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Affirmative.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. New construction
Vehicle
options.
reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
I did play CNC Generals
Affirmative.
way back in the day.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
New construction
Reporting.
options.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Unable to comply. Building
Yes,
in
sir.
progress.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to
Acknowledged.
comply.
Acknowledged. Awaiting
Building in
affirmative.
progress.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Ugh.
lost.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Should have kept my tanks together. My tank together.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting.
Raid. Thanks to the raid, man.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Light
Acknowledged.
tanks.
Affirmative.
Let's fight on top of your ore because, you know,
Acknowledged.
everyone loves losing their ore.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Unit lost.
Report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
This is a problem.
Report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Construction complete. Cannot deploy
Reporting.
here.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Vehicle reported. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
I want to attack them, but
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
good hold there.
Affirmative.
Denied that part of the map too.
Structure sold.
Awaiting orders. At one. Agreed. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Do is keep building up tanks.
Construction complete. Structure sold. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Structure sold.
How much do you get back for selling
Unit
something?
ready.
Is it like half
Building.
or?
Building.
Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Hey, Nano Power Cat, going good. Losing horribly in ranked
Construction
matches.
Structure sold. Building. Unit ready.
Gonna attack me or he's gonna build?
On hold. Insufficient funds.
Yes,
Cancel.
sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Construction complete. Structure sold.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
Oh, he's coming out.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Come on, you know you want to fight me.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Structure sold.
Reporting.
Unit ready. Building. Building. Unable to
Yes, sir.
comply.
Affirmative.
Building in progress.
Vehicle reporting.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
One big
ready.
tank fight. That's what you want, right? You want one big tank fight. Come on.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Yeah. Ready and waiting. Yeah.
Unit
Okay.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes,
Awaiting
sir. Orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
I think I have more tanks than he does.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Very well. Affirmative.
Building. On hold. Cancel. Building. Building. On hold. Cancel.
Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. At once. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very
Unit
well.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
At once.
lost.
Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Very well. Of course.
Unit
Agree.
ready.
At once.
Building.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Unit lost.
Very at once. Very well. Affirmative. Waiting
Affirm,
orders.
acknowledge. 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 Affirm, acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Waiting order. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Silence needed.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes,
On
sir.
hold. Cancel. Unable to comply. Building in progress. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I don't want to sell my MCV.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Got time.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I think he's out of money.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Hey, thanks for the sub again, Slick Joe.
Acknowledged.
Ever the fan.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting orders. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Waiting order.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Ready and waiting. Of course.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I'm gonna die horribly in that tournament in the morning. I won't be able to play properly. Not the tomorrow morning, but like... I managed to keep pace with him on that map. I'm a terrible player.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir!
At Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative.
New
Waiting
construction
order.
options.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Reporting.
The tank micro from Comfy Heroes does not carry well,
Construction complete. New construction
in my opinion.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unable to
Acknowledged.
comply. Building in progress.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
I don't think it does at all.
Construction
Yes, sir.
options.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply. Building
Yes,
in
sir.
progress.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting very well. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Training.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Training.
Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Reporting.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Unit lost. Training.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vehicle
Yes, sir.
reporting. Affirmative. Waiting orders, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir.
New
Affirmative.
construction options.
Reporting.
Building.
Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Very agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting
orders.
affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Ready and
Affirmative.
very well. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Of course. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Well.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Very
Unit
well. Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Agreed. At once.
Unit ready. Building. On hold.
Acknowledged. At once.
Cancel.
At once. Agreed. At once. At once. At yes, once. Sir. Of course. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Very
Unit
well.
ready.
At once. Affirmative.
Building.
At affirmative. At very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Very well. Agreed. Of course. Very well. Report very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Well. Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. No. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle affirmative. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
No, I haven't, I didn't play Command and Conquer back in the day at all. This is my first Red Alert game. I didn't even play Tiberian Sun or Tiberian Dawn. Well, it's definitely an old RTS. That's my impression. It definitely needs a balance patch. That's also my impression. As fun as tank fights are, they're getting old.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes,
Construction
sir.
options.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
At once.
Yes, sir.
Soviets need help.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction complete. New construction options.
Hell March never gets old.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
On hold. Cancel. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged. At once. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
I fucked that up.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
New construction
Awaiting order.
options.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I also didn't get a barracks, so...
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Shit.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. On hold. Cancel.
Yep,
Building.
kinda fucked that up.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete. Unit lost. Base is under attack. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. No. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
No. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Vehicle. No. Reporting. Reporting.
Unit
No. Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
That worked out.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledge.
complete.
Reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting.
Low
Acknowledge.
power.
Reporting.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Construction complete.
Vehicle
Reporting.
acknowledge.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Our
Affirmative.
base is under attack.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is you have to like shift, move your troops, so they miss when they shoot you. Not easy. Kind of bullshit. It's not like a company where you just have lower accuracy, like a
Yes,
lower
sir. Waiting order.
chance.
Vehicle
New
reporting.
construction options.
Waiting order.
It's
Yes, sir.
Building.
guaranteed.
At once. Ready and waiting. Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete. New
Reporting.
construction options.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unable to comply.
Acknowledged.
Building in
Affirmative. At
progress.
once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Acknowledged. Very well. Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here.
Awaiting order.
New
Acknowledged.
construction options.
Vehicle reporting.
Building. Training.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
New construction options. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
Reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Reporting.
Unit
Very well.
ready.
Report. Yes, sir.
Building.
Agreed. At once. Reporting. At once. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Low power.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Cannot deploy here. Unit
Vehicle
ready.
report, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Knowledge.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Vehicle acknowledged. Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Vehicle
lost.
affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Vehicle acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes,
Building.
sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting orders.
Training.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Ready and
Affirmative.
waiting.
Affirmative.
Agreed. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Very well.
Unit
Agreed.
ready.
At
Building.
once. At
Insufficient
once. Agreed.
funds.
Affirmative. At once.
Unit
Agreed.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
At once.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. At once.
Mission accomplished.
Ugh. I don't know if I'm good. I keep losing to like certain players, like consistently. I lost 10 in a row to some dude earlier today. Ugh.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Awaiting orders.
Construction options.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
This sucks.
Unable to comply.
Very well.
Building in
Vehicle
progress.
reporting.
Okay, more Hell
Unable to
March,
comply.
more
Building in
tanks.
Awaiting
Construction
orders. Acknowledged.
complete. New construction options.
My macros, like, I always forget to build shit
Construction
all the
complete.
time.
New construction
report.
options.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
One of my biggest flaws, like remembering to build something.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
My micro's okay, my macro is trash and gets me killed in game.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
In my base? No.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Like I forgot to build my...
Reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Oh, it's my macro problem there. I'm too busy macroing, and then I macro myself out of the game.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At one. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Training. Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting. Yes, sir.
Training.
Very well. At one.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Ready and waiting.
Unit ready.
Ready and waiting.
Training.
Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting.
New
Yes, sir.
construction options.
Waiting orders. At
Unit
one. Affirmative.
lost.
Reporting.
Building.
At once.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Ready and waiting. Awaiting affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Our base
Yes,
is
sir.
under attack.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. One. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Of course.
lost.
Very well. Yes, sir. Of
Unit
course, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
Affirmative. Very well. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Low
Affirmative, sir.
power.
At once. Yes, sir.
Building. Unit lost.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Unit
Very
ready.
At once. Affirmative.
Building.
Agreed.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Waiting.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged. Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Did he power him out? I think he powered himself out.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
I have not played PZ22 yet. I just beat CNC's nut. Who's in Seek? Oh, he was ranked 21. Yeah, this is basically there's a few variants on the Allied build. Just don't play Soviets.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Vehicle
New construction
affirmative.
options.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed. Reporting.
Oh, this map. Fuck.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders.
construction
Very well.
options.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in
Acknowledged.
progress.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Shut down the bridge before he gets there.
Affirmative.
Maybe. Oh, maybe not.
Acknowledged.
Oh, it got the shot off.
Acknowledged.
Got the shot off.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Dead rifle, dead rifle, dead rifle.
Affirmative.
Dead rifle.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Oh, he's gonna fight me on my ore field. Fucker.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Agreed. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
It took too long to win
Unable
that fight.
comply. Building in progress. Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unable to
Acknowledged.
comply. Building in
Affirmative.
progress.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Awaiting
Building.
orders.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Construction
reporting.
complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes,
Low
sir.
power.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Very well.
Agreed.
Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Agreed.
Building.
Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Acknowledged. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes,
On
sir.
hold. Cancel.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
What's going on here?
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I don't understand.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Very well. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting.
I didn't. Oh, he's.
Awaiting orders.
Prepared.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Low power.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. At one. Agreed.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unable to
Very
comply.
well. Affirmative.
Building in progress.
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unable
Yes,
to
sir.
comply.
Acknowledged.
Building in progress.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
On hold.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Cancel.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply.
Affirmative.
Building in
Acknowledged.
progress.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Prepared.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
I thought I ordered like a
Vehicle
3.
knowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy
Yes, sir.
here.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
God
Yes, sir.
damn it.
Very well. Agreed.
Building.
Reporting. Knowledge. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Of course. Very
Building.
well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once.
Insufficient
At once.
funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed.
Oh, he so does
Unit
MCV.
ready.
Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once.
Building.
Reporting. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Agreed.
At once.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
At once. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Of course. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit
Of
ready.
course. Affirmative. At
Building.
once. Affirmative. Of course. Very well. Very well. At once. Very well.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Of course. Affirmative. At once. Very well.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
knowledge.
lost.
Affirmative. Knowledge.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Of course. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Of course.
Building.
Very well. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds. Unit ready.
Ready and
Building.
affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirm. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Affirm knowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
Do I play the Russians? No, don't play Soviets if you want to get up on the ladder. They're good in like longer, bigger games, but not in 1v1 maps. Alright, I'm gonna call it there though. I've played enough. Yeah, I think I would call it. Hey, 39. Not bad. He's mad because he lost. And that map is really hard to play on the top side. It's really rough on that top side. I kind of want to do another one, but... yeah, I think I'll call it for the night. Got some other shit. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Next time.